We're just kind of having a streak of bad luck right now. Last night when I came out here to check Nutmeg one last time, I noticed that every time that she stood up, she would kind of squat every once in a while. And then I also noticed that whenever she would walk around a little bit, she would stop and she would squat, but yet she wouldn't pee or anything like that. And so I got really concerned because I didn't know if that was normal or not. In fact, I was thinking that she either still had another kid inside or she hadn't delivered one of her placentas or something like that. And so I kind of did some research on it, and I was really debating on whether I should call the vet or not. And so I emailed one of my friends that knows a lot about goats, and I asked her about it, and she said she hadn't had any experience on that before. And so she just told me to be sure and keep a close eye on her and, worm her, and if she was still acting that way, then I probably would want to get the vet to come out and check her. Well, this morning I checked her, and she seems to be doing just fine. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to let my guard down and not do anything. But I'm going to keep a close eye on her just in case. But she's acting normal today, so I am relieved about that. In the midst of all the worry about Nutmeg last night, I forgot to close up the chick coop. I had opened it up that afternoon to let them run around a bit, and I just forgot to close it. And then in the middle of the night I woke up and I remembered that I forgot to close it, and we'd also turned off the heat lamp because we were moving that box for the onions. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do all that stuff. And so when I ran out here to do it, I didn't bother checking around in the pen to see if there was any chicks that didn't make it back into the coop. And so I came out here this morning and I found that there were 2 chicks still outside. And unfortunately, something got one of them. And the other one is okay, but unfortunately we're down 1 meat bird now. We're just kind of having a streak of bad luck right now. On a more positive note, we have a lot of stuff blooming outside, and I've been wanting to show you. The apple tree's blooming, the strawberries are blooming, the lilac bush is blooming, and everything is just so beautiful. And I was going to take you outside and show you all that, but unfortunately it's windy out there and I don't think you'd be able to hear me very well, and it wouldn't be very much fun. So instead, we're going to go over to my mom's porch and we're going to check out the tomatoes and see how they handled being transplanted. And then after that, we're going to go out and we're going to pick some lilacs and bring them in and put them on the table, because I do want at least one good bouquet of lilacs before they all fizzle out. I have this really cool milk jug that we found in the barn several years ago. And I'm pretty sure that this is what milk came in back in the day. In fact, I'm almost certain this probably used to hold raw milk from the dairy. At one point I thought about cleaning this up and using it to store our own milk in, but I got to thinking it's kind of hard to really get it cleaned out good, so instead we use it for a vase. Well, it looks like they all survived the transplant pretty well. And Miley's stuff is doing really well too, isn't it?
Yeah. These need water though.
Yeah, we need to water them a little bit.